Okay, I'm going to share my screen. And here we go. So, welcome. Today's session, we're going to go over a lot of fun things that you can do. RPR is free to us through the National Association of Realtors. To get to RPR, you can just go in and type in your URL, narrpr.com, or you can go in through your MLS. There's various ways you can get through to RPR. And it's a tool that has a lot of good data. So it helps you get pretty easily pull things, and then you can use them in conversations, in emails, in posting, in handouts, going door to door, any way you want. One thing I love is if you have a geo farm, you can actually pull labels. You can pull labels based on who lives there or the tax records or, a combination. So there's a lot of benefit here. And I like to invite new ideas. What I love, another reason why I decided to do this class is because, the way to grow our business. So how do we grow our business? We either have more conversations with people we know, see, meet every day, and then to draw people in with good conversations online, with people you don't know to give good information. I've always been told in my career, telling isn't training, and a lot of things we fall into when we're sharing data is not having a story to go with it. So just keep in mind, you guys are the local realtors in your areas. You have the inside knowledge of what's happening in your towns. So to invite curiosity, invite potential opportunity, good data that you can share, that is going to help you draw people to you, along with where to park for the fireworks kind of things. What's the best beach if you have a boat? Whatever you're thinking. So think about this. When you go online and you look at social media, what kind of things do you like and what kind of things don't you like? What kind of things make you think and what kind of things make you just hit next? So whatever draws you in. That's what we need to do more of. So our session today is going to be creating labels to mail. That's easy, pretty easy, for your geofarm. And then creating items of value, neighborhood reports, things like that, about statistics, a specific neighborhood, a specific town, and then comparing it to other areas that are nearby. And then how to share market updates using Canva. So if you haven't used Canva, RPR is a great place to start because they actually show you how to create an account and things like that. Actually, Century 21, it has a great resource on how to create a Canva account. And if you use the Century 21 market update template, which we're going to go into, it will walk you through creating an account at the same time. Okay, so how do we create mailing labels with using RPR? So again, we go into narrpr.com. The place that you want to create mailing labels that it will take you to is actually the blog. So that's what you're looking for. Um, and then here are the formats. This is how much you can pull a month, 2,000 people. It's coming from public records. And there are prohibited areas. If you find that you can't, no matter what you do, you can't get the people that live there, that could be a prohibited area. They don't have any listed in Connecticut, but I have run into, I think I have anyway, run into some prohibited areas. Okay, so how do we pull that data? We start with step-by-step instructions that are in RPR. So, um, you, let me go back one. Did I
Yeah,
miss?
where'd you find that?
All right, it's here. And you know what? If you want to, if you're following along and you want to actually see where we are,
Could you put that link in the chat?
yes. So here I am in RPR. Okay. And for labels, you start with a location. So we're in RPR and we go and we type in a location. So I'm going to type in Southington, Connecticut. Okay. Now we have an area. Then we select public records. Public records is the default. And then we click more filters.
Where is all this? Because I don't see any of this.
Okay, well, I'll start from the beginning.
We just see the
NAR. Do you
we
see my
just
screen?
no, we just see the blog dot that link still. We don't see what you're
Oh,
doing.
hang on. Let me I thought I was sharing my screen. Let me go. Stop sharing. Okay, I will share. Okay. So www.narrpr.com.
So you don't access it from the MLS.
You
Like,
can. You
oh,
can
okay,
access
so
it
it should
from
be
the
the same
MLS.
page. All right.
Yep,
Okay.
this no matter how you go, this is what you see.
Okay.
So you start here. Do you guys see it?
Yes.
And the how-to is in the blog.
Where's the blog?
So it is here, learn, and then we go to RPR
Oh, okay.
step by step. Well, they have a lot of things. My favorite are the printable directions, but we're going to do this share market trends, step by step directions. So let me just show you that. So this is, how to create account, update your profile, homepage. Let's see, where is the label? Here he is, mailing label. So that's what we are looking at right now.
Okay.
And it's always here. And they have everything. And there also are videos. There's a lot of ways you can walk through. So for the labels, you put in the town, you're going to see public records, and then you can also select more filters here. And then you're going to say mailing labels, more filter. So I'm going to go back to my presentation because I find, all right, I'm going to share this again. Hold on.
PR includes properties, neighborhoods, schools, commercial trade areas, and more.
That's right.
Sorry.
I have to find my window. Now I have a million windows open. There we go. Stop share. I'm going to start sharing again. Start to share.
Ugh.
Okay, hang in there with me. All right. Okay. Here are the step-by-step instructions that I was referring to for the labels. So you start with, you put the town in. Then you go and click on more here. We're step 1. So public records, more filters. The filters is where you will find this tutorial. Okay, and then we go to mailing labels, which I was just showing you before. So when you click filter here, then you have the option of mailing labels. And then we go to step 2. Here's step 2. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
So you have the people that you want in the area that you selected in Southington. So let me go back to where I was to show you. All right. So I'm in Southington, Connecticut, and I am going to look at the map. Where is my map? Filters. There we go. There's my map. So now I want a specific area, so I'm going to draw the area. Then this might be the area that I am going to farm. So I'm going to do the freehand. And maybe I only want this area right here. Okay. So I could actually create a report here, which we're going to do later, but I want to create labels first. So I am going to now click mailing labels. Now, don't forget, you can only have 2,000. So you don't want to do the whole state. And to be effective, you want to reach people at least 8 times a year minimum when you have a geo farm. So you have to think of how am I going to spend my time doing that. So I click mailing labels, and it's going to create a PDF based on whichever one I click. Most people use the 5160 Avery. So you just look at your box of labels and you pick the one that you want. And then do I want the property or do I want the tax billing? If I want the property, I can say owner name or current resident. So it depends on, what I'm out to do. Now, occupancy type. So this is another thing. If you want to go after people that don't live in their house, you could actually just do absentee owners and increase the area and just have that be the people that you're going after, absentee owners. Okay, and then you can exclude listed properties, which is probably a smart idea to do. And because if you send anything out, you have to have a disclaimer. If your property is currently listed, do not consider this that I'm trying to go after your property as a listing. So I'm not trying to solicit you. This is not a solicitation if your property is listed. So whatever you decide to do. And then you just click print, and it's going to print as a PDF. And then if you don't know how to do the labels as a PDF, you can ask marketing to help you when you're there. So this is how it will look. I'm just going to put it on my desktop. And let's see. I have 56 records in this airport export are only 56. Let's see, why is that so little? I'm going to get rid of this. Cancel. I think it would be more than that. Let's see what it is now. Now it's 60, not that much more. So I must have less than I think. So now I'm going to click print. Put it on my desktop. Open it. And there they are.
Wow.
Oh, great.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, I like it.
I love it.
So So, Jody, when you're drawing your freehand map, does it literally do the actual boundary, or if it like cuts through, let's say, Smith Street, does it give you the rest of Smith Street, or only literally what you drew?
The way that I just did it, only literally what I drew.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it's probably smarter to do the polygon. Let me see. Do I still have the MLS open? Okay. Let me just find my MLS. Okay. Maybe I don't have it open still. But the polygon can be more direct. Oh, I'm not in the MLS. I'm in RPR. That's why. It looks like the MLS. So now I'm going to close, and here we are back where we were. So if I wanted to, Nick, I could erase this. Whoops. And I could change it to a polygon. Polygon. Draw. And then polygon. And then it would be more specific and I could control it better.
Oh.
And while we're here, this is also where you can get data just for this area. Whoops. You have to go back to where you started for it to finish. And I can't find where I started. There we go. And now I can create a report. Create report. So I can do a market report. Market activity, neighborhood template, all templates.
Yeah.
So, but I'm going to share with that a different way. So, but you can compare the neighborhood to the town. Let me just see, neighborhood report. I'm curious. I can't help myself. So this is the neighborhood report where we're going, and this is exactly what we're going to do. But it looks like it's telling me it's the whole town. So it did not pull the data just from that area, even though it told me it would. And sometimes that happens because there's not enough closings. So when you create a report, which I'm doing right now, I just clicked on create report. Um, it, you'll hear a doorbell, and that means it's finished, and then you can download the report. So here it is, and it did take the whole town, and it tells us what's happening in this area. So can you see yourself handing this out? So if I printed this out, stapled my card to this, that would be a great thing to hand out to the area. So let's look at the data while we're here.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it has neighborhood housing stats. Median estimated home value 438. In 06489 in Southington, the whole town 439. Southington has like 4 zip codes. Estimated home value with a 12-month change. It's up 5%, 5.4%. Let's see. Median price 1 month change. Okay. It's up 10%, which I'm seeing in different areas. And all of Southington's up 5.8. But it's a small area, so the data is kind of going to be weird. List price 12-month change. So the list price are going up. And the number of sale. Oh no, medium home age. Oh, the medium 48 years old, 49 years old. So this is the medium home and age. And then we have do they own or do they rent? So 82% own in this area, 18% rent. So that's opportunity. Like when you read the data, these are the things you want to create compelling information from. So you can't just post it and expect people, they're just going to go next. But if you can come up with something fun to talk about, then you can. So sale price versus list price. And one is the sale price, one is the list price. You can't really see here what that says. So hopefully they'll give us a number. Okay. Median list price versus listing volume. Okay, listing volume, median list price. price range of comps sold. So in each price range, how many comparables sold? I think this is good. This is compelling information. So I would say, depending on when this is, and I don't remember what I put in there, there are 10 houses sold for over 600,000, and for over 500,000, 450 to 500, 11. The most that's sold under 12, under 250. And I believe the other thing I didn't pay attention to here, which you can change to the type of, is it condos? Is it single family? So you can change it to that. And then the size of the households, age range, number of bedrooms. So when you look at the size of house of homes sold, okay, square footage,
Yeah.
age range of comps sold. This chart shows the distribution of homes reported sold in the past 3 months of different age ranges of homes. That doesn't mean much to me. Number of bedrooms. Okay. People. I like people. So population 31.4 thousand. And Hartford County, the capital county is Hartford County in RPR, 969,000. Population density per square mile. We don't have it for this area. And this I like, the median age. So Southington is a little bit older than the rest of Hartford County. Oh, and male to female ratio, pretty close. So if you are looking for the male to female ratio, that's something you could talk about. That would be fun. Neighborhood reports. Okay, education. And then different degrees. Well, one thing that's interesting, I was doing a report and I found that the most female architects were in West Hartford. So you can find interesting, things in here. I love toddlers. There's 1,261 toddlers in Southington. That's pretty. So, and then they have schools by age. Okay, voting patterns. Unemployment rate and occupational categories. So I love occupational categories because this is where your buyers are coming from. According to Indeed, how much do they make in healthcare and social assistance, manufacturing, finance and insurance?
Oh.
So this is to a seller who do you think is going to buy your home? These are the people that work here. And quality of life. So how do people, so in this area, I don't know if that's so important, but there's some good things in here. So now I'm going to go back. We'll go to the next thing. Okay, so we just did this. And then we exported and we got our labels. And next, our neighborhood report. So we actually just did this too, but I want to do it this way. So I did New Britain. And what's fun when you do neighborhood reports from the beginning is you can look at, it gives you by default neighborhoods nearby. And I think I like this more than the neighborhood report because connecting the dots is what people like to do. They like to say, oh, well, my town, it's gone up, but look at this town. I'll give you an example. Uh, Madison and Guilford have always been neck and neck. One year Madison will be higher, and then it'll be higher for 2 years, and then Guilford will be higher. I don't really know why, but that's how it is. So when you compare the two, that's kind of fun. So you have that here if you pull that area. So I like that kind of thing. Farmington, and West Hartford, people look at that, Farmington, West Hartford, Glastonbury. So as you're looking at these, Avon, Berlin, Bristol, it allows you to pull the nearby neighborhoods too. You can also print this and you can staple your card to it and go out there and knock on doors. Okay, or here's more. So I love that. And that is the story. Like what, here's what's happening in New Britain, but here's what's happening in the other towns nearby. Whenever I post things like that, people actually say thank you to me.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the neighborhood. So do you want me to show you how to do it live? Or you want me to just keep going? Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me pull up my RPR.
Hey, Jody, can I ask a question?
Of course.
Well, if you wanted in that lengthy series of categories, to out some of them, is that possible? Like it's a
I
lot.
don't I don't know, honestly,
Okay.
Emily. I think you can't,
All
but
right.
it could
Okay.
be that you can.
Yeah.
Um,
It's not critical. I was just curious. Yeah.
so to start here, I'm going to put in a different neighborhood. So I'm going to do what I did before. And I am going to go to uh I believe neighborhood search. Let me just see. I'm going to go to research. I think it's research. And I am going to go to neighborhood search in research. So this is how I'm going to pull the report that we found while we were looking at a neighborhood. So I click here, and when you do it this way, you have more options to pick what you want. So once I have that, I'll put in New Britain. Okay. And then type. All right. So I guess exact. I don't care about the home value. And then this is minimum 12 months. Okay, let's search. And here are my market trends for the neighborhood. Now I can, let me just see. There's so many things you can do in here that I forget where I get where I'm going. All right, so I will create the report, but this here is the report that we can share. So what is it telling us? What market are we in? We're in a definite seller's market. Okay, so this is seller's market. This is a balanced market. This is a buyer's market. The key details, there's not even 1 month worth of inventory, 0.91. That is down 34.53% month over month. The list to sale price ratio, 5% over asking, and this is up 3.53% month over month. So there was a point where it was pretty close to you got asking price. It lasted for about a month. I think it was February. This is the days on the market, and this is up 11.76 month over month. So days on market is actually up a little bit. And then median sale price is up 7.78 month over month. So that is interesting. And what we're looking at is the month of April, I believe. Did it go to May yet? No, because we're still in May. So that's the median sale price. This is what we would use to get the information. So then we click create report. Create report. Okay. Market activity. That is not is that the report I want? Let me look at all templates. Oh, they're going right into the Canva templates here. I'm just gonna this is not how I did it a day ago. Okay, so that's, but this is kind of cool. So you can continue using a template that you can post, and it will just have random photos that you can use. So let's just look at it. So report location is New Britain. And oh, I think I did use a zip code, but I'm just going to say that. And property flyer report is market update. Okay. So this up here tells you how to do it if you're not doing it right, but I'm not going to do it because um what this is not what I did. I'm going to go back to my sharing my screen. Hang on. Okay. Neighborhood reports. We just did this. And then this is where I wanted to customize. So is this where it was? Run report, edit. This is what we did before that we went through it and it looked like. And now we're going to, I think we have that down. Now we're going to look at how we can share this data, which it's taking me to right now on Canva. And we're going to do a different way. They have new beta ones. This is the RPR Canva report that I chose. They have a whole library of them.
Wow.
And you actually add the data in. And you can post it to social media, and you can also download it and keep it so that you can continue to just change the data out. So you can change May to June. So this is how we did it. So we're doing market trends, and then we go to residential market trends. So let me get there. Research. Residential market trends. Okay. Then we enter the city. New Britain, Connecticut. And it gives us the market trends that we were just looking at a minute ago. And I would just print this because this is what you want for Canva to be able to add that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Then that this is how we got there. So I'm just doing it again. Oh, this is what I liked. Single family. Let me see if I can do that. Oh, here we go. Property type, single family. Apply to all charts. So now it changed a little bit, but there's a big difference, like if you're in Stanford or different towns between and Destin. I mean, the condos and single family, there's going to be a big difference, but we can still see, the data. So in single family, in New Britain, it's 1.7 months. So it's a little better than Southington as far as market time. The average list to sale price ratio is almost 5% over, 4.9% over asking, and days on the market is 19. Then the median sales price in town is 3035. And that's what we would want to transfer into our template. So this is where you would go to get the templates. So where we were in the beginning, when you asked me, how do I get to the learning things? It's the same thing. You click on learn, and then you go to Canva templates, which we'll do. And then
Oh, Jody, before you leave, well, you left that page.
I can go back. Hold on.
Uh, You don't have to. I was just gonna, oh, okay. So once we've done this search, can we just save that page? Or do we have to keep filling it in? Does it save somewhere
Well,
recently?
you could, that's a good question. You're right, because then we're going to go down another rabbit hole. I would just print it as a PDF.
Yeah.
So once you have it, you can click print and then print it as a PDF. And then you have it just in case you lose it and you can't find it again.
There you go.
It's pretty easy to do that. All right, and there it is, my PDF that I just did. It pops up once you do that. Okay. Now, where was I? Let's see. Okay. So we click on Learn, we go to Canva templates, and then we go to the library of templates. And this is the one I chose. So it has market trends in here. How to do it, you can watch a video. Okay, and then you can do the same thing with Century 21. So we'll go here first. So I'll show you live, learn, and Canva templates. We're going to leave RPR. And now we have the list of templates. They populate. This is the one I chose. So I'm going to click on it. When you click on it, if you have Canva, it's going to go into your Canva account. So I'm now in my Canva account. And I'm going to use template for new design. And then I can just change the data here. So it's February, I can change it to May. So each thing, it's pretty easy to do. And you can also add your logo here. So, you're going in 21 Online, they have all of your logos for all points. So I will show you where that is after, but you want to upload your logos at some point. And you can even copy and paste them. You can keep them on your computer and just paste it, or you can upload it to Canva, and then you can use it all the time if you start using Canva a lot. Okay. So let me just go back. All right. Next, we are almost done. This is what we just did, and then Century 21. So Canva templates on Century 21. You log into 21 Online. In the upper right-hand corner, you click Menu. That brings you down here to Marketing Hub. So that is the first step. Then in Marketing Hub, when you scroll down, you're going to see Use Market Update Template. And this is the Canva template. And I made it big. And this is what it looks like. So the template for Canva is really, I'm going to show it to you. It's like 5 pictures and you can create a video. And each page is one of the stats. So it depends on what you want it to look like. Okay, so I will share that with you. And I think I'm in 21 Online. Well, I'll just go to 21 Online. So 21 Online. All right, so we're in Menu, upper right-hand corner, Marketing Hub. Scroll down, Use Market update templates. So it says here, custom Canva templates. Make sure your posts are easier, impactful. Use market update template. Okay, so use template for new design. And it kind of tells you what to do. Okay. If you're not a Canva user, click. All right, I'm just not going to go yet there yet. If you're not a Canva user, click free account. Beginner resources are here. So just follow the prompts and you can create this. So this is page 1 of the Century 21 Marketing Canva thing. And then page 2 tells you what you're going to want to update. And again, you'll have Century 21, but you want our logo, and you can get our logo from the brand studio. And again, you're going to want to change the date if you need to. Then the first one was inventory, months of inventory. The second one was, did I lose one? Well, there's each page has a different one. And then that's what it looks like. So here's the front, and when I did mine, I saved it as a video. And it goes, pretty slowly. So it's, in inventory, what's on the market right now. So we just go back to the RPR stats. Okay, months of inventory 1.07. Okay, months of inventory in New Britain 1.07. Second, price info. Sold to list price or median sales price. Probably I would do that. 3035 up 8.7% month over month, MOM. So I would put that kind of information there. Third, days on market, 19. Median days on market. I would also put in here according to RPR. Actually, it says it here, the source. Okay, and then the end. Ready to learn more? Give me a call. So that is it. So the last thing I will share with you is on 21 Online. Let me go back. It's not letting me go back. Let me go back here. In 21 Online, Brand Studio has royalty-free images and all your logos. It's great. You find it by clicking on menu and then going to Productivity Hub and then scroll down to Brand Studio. So here is Brand Studio. This is also where they have all the social media things that are automated and the beautiful Joy of Home campaign. So here is Brand Studio, and here in libraries, let's see, I believe it's here. Libraries is my logos. So we have all these cool pictures that you can also use. This is my favorite one right now, Steal of the Century. Just so cute. So I'm going to click My Logos. And
Wow.
they're all here, every kind of logo. So whatever, the one I like to use is the one they were showing. Let me show you which one that is. This one. So it's the one where the name of the office is on the side. Here it is. All points.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and you just click on it and you can download it or copy it. Okay, you guys must have questions or ideas. What are you thinking? Let me stop sharing. Oh my God. So many windows. Here we go. We are. There everybody is that's left. Any questions?
Yeah. How,
Okay.
how do you?
What?
I heard part of it.
Hello?
Hello. Hi, Nick.
Oh, did you hear any of it?
No.
Oh, I must have covered. Once the Canva thing is complete, can you show us how to actually post it or convert it to a file to post, or how you post it? Like the actual action of posting it on Facebook or Instagram?
Okay. I'm trying to think because I downloaded it. Let me see. I think I have it. Let
Or
me
like
look.
or like what kind of file does it finish as that you then save or whatever?
Okay,
Like,
so now I'm in Canva. So just remember, um, the Century 21 downloads either as a picture or a PowerPoint. So you would just, upload that as you would a picture in on any, Instagram or whatever you want to do. The Century 21 is like it was all those pages. So when you download that in Canva, you download it as a video or a picture. So I will share my screen again and go to Canva and try to remember how I did that.
I threw mine out in the trash in the kitchen in the paper.
Any other questions?
Recyclable. You can throw it in the recyclable thing in the garage if you want.
Find those assets again, Jody, in Century 21. It's the pages you put in that listing present, the marketing plan, and where you were. I was watching and then I looked away for a second. So how did you?
Sorry, I know that's like, okay, so you want me to show you how to get to the marketing area
Yeah,
where the logos are
yeah,
and the pictures. Okay.
yeah, and the materials to put into the listing presentations as well, just since we're going to be there, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
here, so I'll show you that first because I'm here and Nick, then I'll go to yours. So in menu in the upper right hand corner, when you're on your 21 online, after you click out of it, it goes away. So let me just see. I'll go back where it was. So here, on my dashboard, upper right hand corner is menu. Down here, Productivity Hub. And here is Brand Studio. Okay, Brand Studio. So what you were that everything is here too, but in the library up here, library, this has all of the data, like the fun data this is also in your Moxie Present CMA, a lot of these. And if you see something you'd rather have there or you like, you can add them. So let's look at like this one, brand claims. So brand claims, which I love this stuff. I love the brand, the swagger. Okay. 98% client recommendation rating. 98% of the people think we are amazing and the best because you guys are the best realtors out there. Okay, so when you find it, you just download it. Um, Back to asset library. And then the logos are here in my logos. And there's also videos and video builders, and they have the Joy of Home. The Joy of Home, you can actually create your own. Like if you have a cool picture and you want to say, movie night of the century with everybody sitting on the couch, you can do that. So all of that is here. Now I'm going to go to Canva. So here I am in my Canva. Let's see. And I'm not very good at Canva, honestly, so I don't even know how to, I might not be able to help you, Nick, but Here,
Jody,
yes.
I can help you out if
Oh, good.
you want for this part. So there's a share button in the top right corner.
Okay.
Click on that and then press the download button. This is usually what I do because I prefer to get my the sizes the way I want. So you can pick file type. There's PNG, JPEG, PDF, all that stuff. For posting on social media, I usually do PNG. If you're doing
Okay.
a video, that MP4 video is what you're gonna want to
Yeah,
do for that.
that's what I did before. And I think it's here. I think it's on my desktop. So when I do an NPV video, you actually download it. So this one, because it's all these pages, when you finish, and where would I have my finished version? In my projects?
Yeah, it would be in your Canva home.
Okay. So I don't see it.
You
No.
might have to go to your main homepage depending on when you last edited it.
So where's my main homepage?
I just go to canva.com and reload it all. I think you can press those arrows in the corner or that the three lines in the corner and it'll take you back home.
All right, I'll just go to Canva. Actually, it's right here. Okay. I think this is it. No, I think this is the one. Oh yeah, this is 3 days ago. So this is the one I've created. So I'll click on it. And no. Um, this is where I put the information. And then I click share. And I share. Oh, I think I downloaded it. And then I uploaded it. Download video. Where is it? There we go. Now I have to go. I think the last time I did this in Facebook, I'll do it on Instagram. Instagram. Okay. If you're the click here, let me see. Oh, can I even log in? I don't think I can. I'll log in with Facebook. Anyone else have any questions?
I've got another one.
Okay.
I'm just referencing those postcard samples that I sent you the other day. On the back of those, there's a QR code thing that is preloaded. Can I put the flyer or something into that QR code on the back of the postcard, or is this a completely separate unlinked thing that they're like the postcards with that QR code is one thing, and then what we're doing here on Canva is meant to be something else?
So the marketing team created postcards with you. It has a QR code. Okay. So I just did it, Nick. I posted it. Did you watch me? So I was in Instagram and I just upload it from my computer. All right. The QR code who created that? The marketing team?
I went in and played around, and the sample I sent you, I created myself. But I didn't know what the QR code led to. If I actually did it like was a recipient.
Well, you have to click on you have to take your camera and take a picture of the QR code so you can see where it goes to. Well, Did you create it on your phone or your
I was on
computer?
I was on the desktop at the Branford office.
Okay, so then I would just take the phone
Mhm.
and put it there and see where it's going. It's either going to go to your website or your phone number or an email address. So it depends on what you were doing and how you were creating it.
Presentation that you just created into a QR code that I can put on a flyer, or is that too much information?
Okay, we'll take this offline. Al will call you. All right, you guys. Any other questions? You were great. Thank you.
Thank you, Jodi.
Take care.
You
Good
too.
day. If you need this,
Thank you.
send me an email. I'll send you the presentation.
Thank
Oh,
you.
okay. Thank you. That would be great.
Okay, absolutely. Take care.